gracious God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this opportunity to play and watch this incredible game of basketball. God, I thank you for all involved today, all the players, coaches, officials, and fans. And I ask that you keep everyone safe during this game and after on their way home. In your name we pray. Amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the campus at Tabor College as we get ready for tonight's KCAC action. The Tabor College Blue Jay women are hosting nationally ranked Friends Falcons. I'm Jim Paulus. As always, I'm here with Rod Ham. Good evening, Rod.
Good evening, Jim. Hello, everybody. It's great to be back at home here at the Nest, Tabor Blue Jays home court. I don't know why I called it Nest, but sounded cool at the time.
Maybe it'll stick.
Yeah, right. And so anyway, Tabor College women coming off a big win over the Sterling College Warriors the other day. And was just going to point out, Jim, this is a Wednesday night crowd. A lot of people in church. A lot of churches in town have meals before Wednesday night activities. In the good old days, we didn't play on Wednesday nights in the KCAC because the schools were all church-related schools, and that was kind of taboo. But at some point, things changed, and Tabor was kind of a late adopter at changing because we knew that would hurt our crowds. And at some point, we didn't have a choice. But anyway.
I think they wanted to get off the high school nights, right? So they could go out and recruit and all that fun stuff. So,
Yep. Anyway, starting lineups, folks. We'll start with the visiting Friends Falcons. Number 1, Katie Weiss, 5'8" sophomore from Salina, Kansas. Followed by number 5, Lauren McIver, 5'9" graduate student out of Phoenix, Arizona. Then number 20, Abigail Barr, 5'10" senior from Freeport, Illinois. And then number 22, KK Peeler, a 5'5" sophomore out of Edmond, Oklahoma. And lastly, for the Friends Falcons, number 33, Heaven Gilbert, 6' freshman from Wichita, Kansas. Head coach Dean Jaderston in his 7th year at the helm of the women's team at Friends University.
And they are led by Raylan Gardner with 18.6 and may not be playing tonight. So,
yeah, that'll be interesting to see what's going on there. But it did seem like that was a surprise when I saw Coach Burkell take the scorebook over to show Coach Reed that I'm guessing that Garner wasn't playing. So now for your Blue Jays, starting lineup. Number 4, Landry O'Brien, a 5'8" freshman from Edna, Kansas. Number 11, Lily Beer, 5'7" junior from Newton, Kansas. Number 20, Adrian Hazelwood, a 5'8" sophomore out of Lindsborg, Kansas. Number 23, Haley Contreras, 5'4" sophomore guard out of Liberal, Kansas. And lastly, rounding out the lineup for the Blue Jays, number 35, Tayton Smith, a 6'2" senior out of Elbing, Kansas. Sean Reed coaching the Blue Jays in his 15th year.
And a couple games ago, 300th win.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
It's a milestone for sure, 300 wins.
Blue Jays trying to get some momentum here. They've won 3 out of 4 after a 4-game losing streak. And I think last time we were on, Rod, we were talking about how close all those losses were. And so maybe the Blue Jays have turned a corner here. They have a young squad, and maybe those freshmen are starting to play like sophomores. So, and we're on the way here. Blue Jays with the tip. Contreras brings it up. Pressure here by the Falcons. Tatum Smith has it, gets it over to Hazelwood. Contreras keeps it.
Almost a jump ball. Peeler almost tied her up. Contreras got it away quickly.
Shot clock under 10. Nice pass. Hazelwood off the board, no good. Gets her own rebound.
Fighting down there, pulls it away. The shot clock reset to 30. They're going to stop that and quickly fix it. Good job by Hazelwood to get the board.
Lily Veer will inbound here, gets it into her high school teammate, Tatum Smith. Contreras on the right side here. We expect Friends to have some strong D. They're very good. Landry O'Brien kicks it out, cross, over, and out of bounds.
A little too high there for Contreras. She was worried about catching the ball and couldn't keep her feet in. Well, Peeler brings it up for the Falcons.
Cross court, three-pointer, no good, but rebound, and that's a blocked, and that should go to the Blue Jays. Still no score here. Contreras picked up at half court.
I wonder if this will be a low-scoring game as Hazelwood cranks one up from three. O'Brien with the rebound. So Tabor doing a good job on the glass already tonight.
Oh,
and
nice move.
O'Brien, a little crossover dribble there and all the way to the bucket.
Friends does average 78, just under 78 a game, and so Blue Jays will have to bring their A game on the defensive end here.
McIver driving, goes all the way in, can't get it to fall. Hazelwood with the rebound.
That's good defense. O'Brien has it here. She goes strong to the hole and just hard off the backboard. Friends will come back here quickly.
Good job by the Blue Jays on getting back on defense. Now Weiss has it. Over to Gilbert, now down low. Good hands there by Contreras again.
Shot clock gets in. McIver gets it back in the post, and we have a travel.
Absolutely, I saw it too.
She was, I think, excited. She had Contreras behind her and had a huge...
That is a mismatch down low, and I don't know how Contreras got mismatched on bar, but they went right at it a couple times to try to take advantage of it.
I think that was just because of the transition. Another... Man, they're not helping her on the pick there at half court.
Peeler got picked by Smith at half court. Nobody talking. O'Brien for three. That's off. That'll go off Gilbert. Stay with the Blue Jays.
7:30 left in this first quarter. Blue Jays up 2-0. You said it, probably going to be low scoring, and so far that is what has been the case.
Inbounds to O'Brien. Gets a screen from Smith. Now backs it out. Goes back door. And Hazelwood, or Veer, loses it off her foot, out of bounds.
Good
ball.
Good idea, just didn't get it to her. And Peeler will bring it up here. Picked up by O'Brien.
Now Smith helping.
Good help on that pick. McIver has it.
Now Barr.
Good defense here by the Blue Jays. See if they can finish this possession. Shot clock at 5. And they waited and got a layup.
Smith just lost Gilbert for a little bit. The pass wasn't contested out front. It made it a little bit too easy a pass to Gilbert down low.
Tied at 2 here. Veer gets it over to Contreras. Over to Hazelwood. Nice kick. Veer's going to shoot it for 3, and that's long. Another offensive board for the Blue Jays. Veer's going to get another shot, and this one's in and out, and O'Brien with the putback.
Tabor really hitting the glass hard here in this first quarter.
I think that's 4 offensive.
I think so. Healy brings it up, gets a screen, almost gets a screen by Gilbert. Now goes around everybody. Looks like a travel, but no call. Gilbert with the ball. Now it's a travel. That brings in some subs for the Blue Jays. Schaefer, Hoffman, and Lambert in for the Blue Jays.
If I remember right from that Sterling box score, Kaufman had plenty. Shot really well.
She's got her stroke bag on offense. Now Schaefer kicks it to Kaufman. Kaufman for 3, just off the mark.
That's us. That's on us, right?
Yeah.
Friends quickly back. Nice. Veer cuts off MacGyver. Friends resets here. Pull up for 3, off the board, no good. Gets her own rebound. 3-pointer, again, no good. And Schaefer with the rebound. And the Blue Jays will bring it up 4-2. 6 points through a half of a quarter here. Oh, nice pass. Schaefer with the little bunny. And that's 6-2.
Good job by Megan Schaefer, just opening up off of that. Schaefer, a freshman from Cashion, Oklahoma. Kaufman, a junior out of Hutchinson, Kansas. And Lambert, freshman out of Manhattan, Kansas. Another 3-pointer by the Falcons, no good. Rebound, Lambert. Lambert, I think I said it last time we had them here at home, that Lambert's always around the ball.
Coach Reed play up top, calls a play. Schaefer gathers it, kicks it over. Nice.
Lambert goes up and gets the roll off the rim.
She didn't have a doubt.
Little English on that.
We had a doubt, but it went 8-2 Blue Jays. Friends still has not had any subs yet.
Couple at the scorers table.
And we have a moving screen.
Gilbert gets called for the moving screen. That's been a point of emphasis. Smith back in the game along with Hazelwood, and also in the game for the first time, number 12, Caitlin Long, 5'7" guard out of Gate, Oklahoma. We've got a timeout on the floor. I think this is our media timeout. Is that right?
And it looks like a full one, so we'll take it with them. 8-2 Blue Jays. We'll be right back. All right, media timeout. I guess that's for us, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
I appreciate them stopping the game for us, Rod.
Yeah. And into the game for the Falcons, number 15, Anna Santana,
And
6-foot junior out of Arnett, Oklahoma. Number 10, Reagan Bujai, 5'9" freshman from El Reno, Oklahoma.
And they have not warned any of those screens up top. Oh. And we had the same call back the other way. Moving screen, like you said, point of emphasis.
We have got number 24 into the game for the Falcons, and I'll apologize up front. We do not have a 24 on our list here, Friends roster, so that's a little bit of a mystery so far. We'll see if we can get that figured out.
On the stats, it says Hildebrand. So.
Okay, we'll go with that. A lot of dribbling by the Falcons. Ball's loose. Still loose, and we're going to get a jump ball, I believe. It'll stay with the Falcons. Shot clock stays at 7 then, I believe. Is that correct?
That couldn't have probably worked out good.
Bujai to inbounds for the Falcons. Traditional lineup here, and Tabor goes back door, knocked away by Hazelwood, I believe. Kaufman comes up with it. Now Lambert drives, kicks out. Now down low to Smith. Smith
kicks out.
Out to Kaufman. Kaufman drives a floater, a finger, a George Gervin finger roll.
Oh, nice block by Caitlin Long. And pass to Lambert. Oh, she can't get it. Long, no good. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and Long still has it. Now Kaufman up for a bunny, and she makes it. So Long really fighting for balls down there, offensive boards. And Coach Jaderson's seen enough offensive boards by the Blue Jays. He calls a 30-second timeout. So what do you make of that last series? That was really crazy.
Does that mean we're up to like 6 or 7 offensive boards?
At least by now. I mean, you probably have the stats there in front of you, but
they're getting there. They're updating. Blue Jays are 4 for 12 from the field, 33%. The Falcons are 1 for 7. The Falcons are also 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Blue Jays 0 for 5. So both teams yet to shoot or make a three-pointer.
Lineups stay the same for each team.
3:20 here. Blue Jays up 10-2. These two teams had a close one down in Wichita before Christmas. Blue Jays had a small lead going into the fourth quarter, but Friends able to win that by 8 points. That was also not many points scored there.
Santana off to Hildebrand. She drives and is fouled.
First foul for Tate and Smith, second for the Blue Jays. Only 3 fouls combined for both teams here. Free throw is good. Second one rolls in as well.
Hildebrand looks to be about 6 feet tall, since I don't have her on our roster here. I'm just guessing that pretty close to that. Number 4, Jaden Glasgow, 5'5" senior from Firestone, Colorado, checks in for the Falcons.
Caitlin Long brings it up, getting some pressure.
1-4 set. Lambert goes back door off of that 1-4 entry to the post. Nice set play there by the Blue Jays to get a backdoor cut. Bujai goes up, no good. Smith is going to be called for over the back. That's her second.
Coach Reed not happy with that.
Coach Reed's going to get her out of the game. I'm guessing Brooke Berlin not in the contest again, and Schaefer is at the table to go in for Smith, but Reed couldn't get her out quick enough before she picked up that second foul. Schaefer, O'Brien, and Contreras back in the game, along with Veer and Hazelwood for the Blue Jays. A little smaller lineup for the Blue Jays. Hildebrand over to Glasgow.
Blue Jays playing really good D again. Shot clock at 4. Thrown up, and oh my.
Oh, goodness sakes.
And that goes in.
Weiss throws it up at the buzzer, and it goes right down the middle of the net. Now we'll get a foul on Hildebrand.
Boy, those first steps by O'Brien and Lambert, freshmen, they are hard to guard.
KK Peeler back in the game for the Falcons.
.24 on the shot clock here. Just 2 minutes left in this first quarter.
Inbounds to Schaefer. Now Hazelwood fakes, drives off to O'Brien. O'Brien goes up and is fouled by Glasgow.
Couple free throws here for Landry O'Brien. good on the first one.
A little bit long.
A couple subs here for the Falcons.
McIver and Gilbert back in the game. Second free throw from Lambert. Nothing but net. So.
13-6.
1-4 high set by the Falcons. Trying to do kind of maybe what Tabor tried to do out of that 1-4 set. Tabor's defense stopping them, and we're going to get another illegal screen by Gilbert.
She definitely leaned into that. That's her second. Looks like they're going to keep her in.
Peeler guarding Contreras tightly.
Nice move by Contreras. Gets it over to Hazelwood.
Now O'Brien tries to go through everybody. Got called for a travel, I believe.
Yeah. So both post players the starting post players have 2 fouls here in this first quarter. Both sitting right now.
Hildebrand back in for Gilbert. Peeler drives, backs it out. Now off to Glasgow. Now McIver has it.
Nice move, little.
Yeah, nice pick there by Hildebrand getting McIver loose. McIver, a very good athlete. Cross court to Veer. Veer fakes. Now drives. Kicks out to Hazelwood. Hazelwood drives. She's cut off.
Oh.
Now McIver steals a cross court pass. She'll go in for an uncontested layup.
And just like that, the lead's down to 3, 13-10. 20 seconds here. Oh.
Another steal by the Falcons. Peeler has it, brings it up quickly all the way across to McIver. Guarded by Veer. Now Hildebrand has it, goes to Peeler. Peeler blocked. Contreras comes away with it, and time runs out. 13-10 Tabor to end the first quarter.
Blue Jays controlled 9 minutes of that, and unfortunately the lead cut to 3 in that last minute. So hopefully the Blue Jays can regroup here and stretch that lead in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
All right, Blue Jays will inbound here.
Tabor up 3 against number 20, Friends. Number 20 in the nation, 19-3, Friends University. 11-3 in the conference. Ball goes down low to Schaefer. Schaefer goes up, blocked, gets the ball back, goes up again, and just off. Now O'Brien gets a steal. She goes up, blocked again. Now McIver comes up with it. So Hildebrand down low with 2 blocks. McIver in the corner, looking down low, finds Peeler. Peeler goes up, over the top, no good. Fights for her own rebound, gets it off to Hildebrand, no good. Now down low, And we get a foul on Hazelwood. Veer and Kaufman in the game, replacing Hazelwood and O'Brien.
Hazelwood now with 2 as well. Coach Reed usually likes to sit people with 2, so we'll see with Smith and Hazelwood with 2 with 9 minutes left in this quarter.
Barr's free throw just off the mark.
Hope Schaefer's ready to play some minutes here, huh?
Yeah, Brooke Berlin out with back issues again. This is the second time she's had to sit with her with a bad back. Second free throw is good. 13-11 Tabor. Veer has it on the wing. Now back to Contreras. Contreras shoots the 3, and it's good.
Yeah, they switched on that that screen, and that left one of the bigger players on Contreras, who played off of Contreras and left her wide open. So Contreras hit that open 3. Blue Jays up 5.
Peeler screen from Barr. That's back to Peeler, being guarded by Kaufman. Cross court to Weiss. Now down low to McIver. Back to Peeler now. Barr, now McIver. There's a lot of ball movement by the Falcons.
Shot clock at 3. Nice block by Schaefer.
Good timing by Schaefer there on the block. Now Kaufman has it on the wing. Long pass by Contreras.
Oh, man.
Lambert fighting down low. She's going to get called for the foul. That's Hildebrand.
Another offensive board for the Blue Jays.
Hildebrand with her second foul. She'll come out of the game. And that brings Santana back in the game for the Falcons. Contreras, Kaufman, Lambert, Veer, and Schaefer in for the Blue Jays.
Lambert with the first free throw.
Santana, Barr, McIver, Weiss, and Bujai.
Oh.
And Schaefer fighting for the rebound, gets it. Tries to kick it out, and I think
She got held.
Schaefer had her arm held. Not a shooting foul. Tabor have it underneath their own basket.
Another turnover.
Spread formation into Schaefer. Schaefer off to Contreras. Now Veer to Lambert to corner. Lambert looking down low, kicks it out to Kaufman, over to Contreras. Oh my goodness,
nice.
what a move. Schaefer puts the ball down with a power dribble, turns and goes up off the glass for 2. Oh my. Tabor with an 8-point lead.
She set that pick and no one went with her. 3-pointer, and that is good.
3-pointer by an unsuspecting shooter, Anna Santana.
Schaefer was filling it and missed a quick turnaround by Schaefer. And she puts another one right back-to-back buckets by the freshman.
Santana now being guarded by Schaefer.
Oh, double.
Long 3-pointer Weiss, no good. Rebound, Kaufman gets it to Contreras. 21-14 Blue Jays, 7 minutes left in this second quarter. Now Lambert fakes the 3, drives.
Man.
Finds Kaufman. Something happened down low, I missed it. Maybe you can.
Schaefer got just, as she came to get in the post, she got hit.
Yeah, okay.
She was a little off balance, but she definitely got hit.
3-pointer no good. Schaefer fighting for the rebound, can't get it. Now Contreras goes in and gets it. Gets it off to Veer.
Yes.
Good hustle by the Blue Jays. Contreras will reset it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Reed calls out the play.
Blue Jays getting every loose ball, offensive boards.
Veer off the pick.
Good.
From about 10 or 12 footer. 23-14. Tabor needs to keep up this offensive output, but the defense is really where they're doing it.
14 points.
Bujai drives, gets it to McIver. McIver goes up from the elbow, no good. Rebound Veer.
No rebounders there for the Falcons. Lambert has it on the outside here, fakes. Goes to Schaefer. She turns around and no good. That was kind of a quick shot there.
She was feeling it.
Schaefer's got 6. Landry O'Brien with 5.
Weiss with the ball. Get the ball to Santana. Now McIver. Drive, no good. Good rebound by Lambert. Quick outlet to Veer. Veer's going to go all the way. And
finishes.
Kind of does a little jump stop fake and goes up and scores, and we'll get a timeout by the Falcons, a full timeout, I believe. Tabor up 25-14. We'll take it with them. Be back in a minute.
All right, we're back. Blue Jays with the flurry here, up 25-14. 5:21 left in the second quarter. Friends will bring it up here.
Number 3, Nevi Wilkie in the game for the Blue Jays, 5'11" freshman from Wichita, Kansas. And Caitlin Long also came in during that timeout for the Blue Jays. Peeler for the Falcons came in along with Glasgow to go with the Gilbert and McIver. Gilbert coming in at that timeout too. So Tabor's defense really.
Here it is. And that clock violation. Boy,
that's coming out of a timeout too.
Yeah, after a timeout, that's maybe the worst case. So Friends did bring in Gilbert with the 2 fouls, so we'll see
if Tabor goes right at her. Screen by Wilkie.
Oh, Wilkie's was wide open.
Still open. Might get a 3-second call.
Yeah.
Hung out in the lane just a little too long.
I think you're right. I think they were trying to go at Gilbert there. All right.
Peeler brings it up off to Glasgow. Now McIver. Being guarded by Lambert. Down low. Wilkie guarding Gilbert. No foul call. Gilbert goes to the floor. Kind of an out of control move by Gilbert.
Oh, good catch by Long. Oh.
Hoffman in the corner. Gets a screen by Wilkie. Cross court to Long.
Shot clock gets in. Blue Jays need to work here to get a shot.
A little bounce there. Kaufman got hit. She wanted to go to the hole, but she got bumped so hard she couldn't, lost her balance and then had nowhere to go. Peeler brings it up for the Falcons. Off the screen for McIver. Driving a kick out to Bujai. Bujai kicks it to Peeler. Peeler traveled but got away with it. May not have been a travel, just it looked funny. It just looked funny.
Yeah, it might have been a jump stop there, but
a little bunny step. We used to call those little bunny step in there. That
Falcons cut it to 9.
Hoffman comes around, gets the ball in the wing, over to Lambert, top of the key, looking down low. Ball's kicked by McIver. Trying to go down low to Wilkie so they can get make Gilbert play defense. That'll bring Schaefer, Contreras, and O'Brien back into the game for the Blue Jays. 25-16 Blue Jays, 3 minutes to go in this second quarter.
As Schaefer came in, they took Gilbert right back out. Nice little play, but oh man, another offensive board.
Contreras, wide open three, and it's good. Haley Contreras for three, her second one here of this quarter.
And off another offensive board. 11 offensive rebounds for the Blue Jays, and we're not through the first half. So
good help and recover by the Blue Jays. Now Barr gets it down low. Schaefer brings her hands down. Barr gets it to go. And she'll go to the line trying to get a third point out of this.
First foul on Schaefer, 2:38 here.
Good defense all the way around by Schaefer. She just brought her hands down at the last minute. That's so hard not to do.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And the free throw rolls it, rattles in.
Weiss checks in for Glasgow.
Got some extra pressure here.
Garrett gets it. Brings it up past half court. Gets it to Contreras.
Oh, man, they had Lambert all by herself.
Lambert kind of snuck in that back door, but nobody. Little zone defense I'm seeing here by the Falcons all of a sudden.
Wow.
Man. Beautiful pass to Schaefer. Schaefer gathered it and went up with it strong and off the glass and good.
Nice catch and gather.
Bouchai fakes, drives, goes up, can't get it to fall. Lambert for the rebound, and she takes off with it quickly. And it's going to call a foul in the backcourt on Bouchai.
Right at 2 minutes here. Hildebrandt back in. Coach Reed, after that substitution, calls a play here.
Peeler into the game, guarding Contreras. Now we got the zone again. Looks like an extended, either 1-2-2 or 3-2 extended zone, or it could be even a matchup 2-3, but it's hard to, now it looks like a, now they're going into, oh my goodness. Looked like we were going to get another board there. Didn't quite happen.
Friends try to get an easy, quick bucket, but Blue Jays get back.
Peeler drives, cut off by Veer. Back to Barr, now to Weiss. Weiss drives, dribble drive, now Peeler has it. She kicks out to Weiss. Shot clock down to 10. Barr fakes, drives. And she did a little hesitation and caught Schaefer flat-footed. Scores a layup. 30-21 Tabor, just under a minute to play.
Tough matchup there, so. O'Brien has it on the right side here. Drives right to the hole.
She doesn't need much of an opening.
No, and I think she just surprised McIver there with that take.
A little bit of like what happened on the other end, kind of a hesitation. Contreras guarding down low on Weiss. Weiss turns, spins, no good. Schaefer with the rebound. Hands off to Contreras. It'll be one shot, I believe, for the Blue Jays as the shot clock is off.
32-21.
No, the shot clock's on, so it must be. Oh, Schaefer for long three. Rebound there by Lambert to put it back in. Prince just looks discombobulated. 4 seconds. Peeler brings it up quickly. And ball goes off of 24 Hildebrandt. 0.1 seconds left, and this will be it for, this will take us into half. Tabor up 34-21. Coach Jaderson does not look happy.
No. Well, I think what the big difference we're seeing than maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago is this team has taken a different step defensively.
Oh, absolutely.
I think this is what we're used to seeing all year, and so Yeah, I think this group of freshmen and even some of the returners, this group collectively is playing a different level of defense, and I'm guessing that's what happened at Sterling.
I heard this from a TV analyst one time, but they're not freshmen, and by February they're not freshmen anymore. So,
and there's
they're showing it.
When you count Abby Proctor, who's unfortunately injured, I mean, what, five freshmen playing big minutes? So, all right, well, we'll take about a 15-minute break. We'll be back for the second half.
Later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
All right, we're back here getting ready for the second half. About a minute to go here. Blue Jays on top 34-21. Rod, why don't you run through a little bit of the first half stats for us?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. With the Tabor College was 15 for 31 from the field at 48. That's a 48.4% clip. 2 for 9 from behind the arc. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Falcons 8 for 25 from the field. That's 32%. 1 for 6 from behind the arc. 4 for 5 from the line. The big difference in the game, Tabor College with 22 rebounds to Friends 9. Tabor has 11 offensive and 11 defensive boards. That's pretty significant, I'd say right there.
Yeah.
The big stat off of that comes with what you pointed out just a little bit ago before we went on the air. Second chance points for Friends 1, Tabor 16. So those 11 rebounds turned into 16 points.
And the Blue Jays are led by 3 freshmen, led by Megan Schaefer with 8 points. Landry O'Brien and Anna Lambert each with 7. Haley Contreras with 6. And Abigail Barr leads the Falcons with 6. MacGyver with 4. And here we're going to start second half. Falcons will inbound here.
Falcons go with Weiss, Peeler, Barr, Gilbert, and MacGyver. And the Blue Jays go with Smith, Contreras, O'Brien, Hazelwood, and Veer. And the Friends Falcons go inside early.
Nice pass, entry pass over Hazelwood. Hazelwood had fronted, and
once again, that's partly too easy of a pass because there's not quite enough pressure on the outside where the pass came from.
And of course, we did not see a ton of Tatum Smith. She was in foul trouble. She is back on the floor. Shot clock at 5.
I'm going to call that out of bounds. Tabor trying to get the ball inside to Smith. Wasted an offensive possession right there.
Let's watch this matchup again with Peeler and Hazelwood, see if they try to go down low again.
Peeler off the drive, off the pick, kicks it out to Gilbert. Gilbert a little far away for her where she normally would get the ball. Now down low to Weiss. Kicks it out to Gilbert. She shoots it off the mark. Smith with a rebound. And she's got a little too strong for Contreras. Kind of looked away too, it seemed like.
Back-to-back turnovers.
The handoff there would have worked fine. Easy to say after the fact.
Interesting, they put the shot clock at 20. I thought we had possession, but...
Well, we did have possession. That is very interesting.
And I saw the referee. He's the one that asked for it. So.
Really?
Yep.
Inside to Weiss. Goes up over Contreras. So points. And now a travel. So Tabor came out of the locker room flat, and Coach Reed has seen enough already. He's calling a timeout, and he does not like what he's seeing.
And it's also a media, so we'll take it with him. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. Let's see if we can start this third quarter over, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, can we back the clock up to a couple minutes?
Falcons came out quick here, cut the lead.
And they have possession. I was going to point out, Coach Reed with 300 wins, that's an average of 20 per year. As they go inside the bar, Barr kicks it out. Now Peeler has it. She drives in O'Brien, goes back out, finds Weiss. Now she drives, kicks it out to Gilbert.
This looks more like it.
Barr's going to drive in on Hazelwood. Goes up and can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. Goes up and scores.
Man.
So Barr taking over here in this third quarter as the Blue Jays have no answer for her. And we got a drive inside, blocked by Wise. O'Brien probably should have scooped that underhand instead of going up the way she did. We're already going to get a sub for the Blue Jays here.
34-27. Falcons 6 points here unanswered in this third quarter.
Healer travels, no call. Three-pointer good by Barr again.
9-0 run to start this quarter.
Did you see the travel or is it just me?
No, I saw it.
Okay. The guy with the whistle did not, and that's all that counts. So Contreras now looking to go inside to Smith. Does. She kicks it out to O'Brien, now to Hazelwood in the corner. Hazelwood drives over to Veer. Veer for three, and it's good.
Stopped the bleeding for a little bit there.
And what was really good for the Blue Jays in their last home game, you weren't here for that, but a lot of driving and kicking out. A lot of kickouts, a lot of three-pointers. Really was working for him a week ago.
See if the Blue Jays can settle down here on this end. Shot clock under 10, three-pointer. Wow, and it's good.
Long three-pointer by Weiss.
Weiss has had the steal, the block, and now a three-pointer. Lead back down to 4.
Only 4 points, and it was up to 13 at half.
O'Brien fumbles it, gets it over to Contreras.
O'Brien for three, and it's good. Oh, I thought it was good. Oh, and Veer with a rebound underneath and a left-handed reverse.
Another second chance bucket.
Oh, Healer goes up off the glass and in. So,
Wow.
4-point lead again by the Blue Jays. Contreras brings it up, finds Smith. Smith for two, no good. McIver with the rebound. So good play there by the Blue Jays. Smith just couldn't get it to go.
Man, the offense is a little different this quarter, huh?
Yeah. Barr has it. She's been hot here in this third quarter now. Over to Weiss. Finds Barr again. Now we got a loose ball scrum, and it looks like Contreras will tie it up, and it'll be Tabor's ball. That'll bring Lambert, Kaufman, and Schaefer into the game for the Blue Jays.
Back in for the Blue Jays, Anna Lambert, Katie Kaufman, and Megan Schaefer.
Looks like some pressure here. See if they trap out of this. No.
Interesting play there, and Contreras goes all the way in. Nobody ever stopped her, and just missed the layup. Schaefer trying to tip it up with two hands, almost looked like a volleyball
a set
play, but was fouled on the play. She'll shoot two. First free throw bounces around, goes in. Second free throw good. Tabor back up 6. Need to put that pressure on like they were in the first half defensively. Bujai over to Hildebrand. Maddie Hildebrand, we got an official first name for her now since she's in our stats. Down low to McIver. McIver goes up and scores over the top of Contreras. Contreras into Veer. Contreras being guarded closely by Peeler. So Veer will bring it up, gets it off to Contreras.
Still plenty of time, 20 on the shot clock. Contreras. There's a switch. And
Hildebrand's going to get her third foul off that switch. They didn't switch back like you thought they would. And we've got a immediate timeout. That's a full minute. We'll take it with them. chance to hear from our local sponsors, and we'll be back in a minute.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
All right, Blue Jays will inbound here with that foul. The shot clock's at 20.
Hildebrand stays in the game with 3 fouls. Little set play here coming out of the timeout. Lambert has it. Can't get it over the top. Schaefer almost tied it up. McIver comes away with it. Peeler drives, kicks out to Hildebrand. Cross court to Bujai, who shoots a 3 and makes it.
And just like that, the lead's down to 1. 41-40. Can't say enough how these Falcons came out here in this third quarter. This quarter now was 19-7. Blue Jays have got to regroup here.
Now they're in that, looks like a matchup zone here. Kaufman will try to bust the zone, and it's off the mark. Out of bounds off Lambert. Long, Smith, and Hazelwood back in the game for the Blue Jays. Bujai, Peeler, McIver, Barr, and Hildebrand for the Falcons. McIver gets it, drives, kicks off to Hildebrand. He fumbles around with it a few times, gets it off the glass, no good.
Even with that miss, the Falcons are 8 for 11 this quarter.
Hazelwood drives, no good. Smith with a rebound. She goes right back up, no good. McIver gets the rebound.
Oh, man. Peeler. Oh.
Barr goes up, scores, and there may be a foul on the Blue Jay. We're looking to see who's getting it, the foul. Looks like Kaufman picks it up, her first.
And with that, the Friends Falcons take the lead, and we'll have a free throw on top of it. Free throw is good. Gilbert comes back in for the Falcons. Well, Coach Ham, what needs to happen here?
Well, we've scored 7 points to their 22 so far this quarter. Need to go down. I'm a little baffled by Smith tonight. We've got the ball to her down low right there, and she kicks it back out and didn't turn and look to score. And I'm just a little bit confused by her passiveness a little bit on the offensive end tonight. Ball's inbounded to Smith. At least more passive than what we're accustomed to. Kaufman in the corner, and it's good for 3. Taylor drives, kicks out. Now Bujai has it. She drives, kicks over to Hildebrand, out of bounds.
Let's see if the Blue Jays can build off that.
That'll bring Santana into the game for.
You wonder if they can swing the ball like that again against this zone, if they can find Kaufman.
That spot in the corner, she's pretty good at.
See Coach Jaderson actually give me some instruction of that zone to find her.
Hazelwood for 3 in the other corner, no good. Rebound McIver. He drives and goes all the way in and scores. Prince takes a 1-point lead. Ball knocked away by Peeler. It'll stay with the Blue Jays.
1:52 left. The Falcons have now scored more this quarter than the first two combined. They had 21 at half, and they've scored 24 this quarter, seeing why they are one of the ranked teams in the country. Got out of that funk a little bit here.
Oh, reverse layup by Lambert doesn't fall. McIver brings it back for the Falcons, and no call there on what looked like could have been a travel as Gilbert has it top of the key. Now Peeler finds Santana. Back to Gilbert, over to McIver.
He's going to go baseline here.
No foul called, and shot clock violation for Tabor's defense. Holding good again as Veer checks in for the Blue Jays. So how do you go from giving up 21 points in the first half to giving up 24 points in the one quarter?
One thing for sure is the Friends has picked up they're racing it down the court, creating some momentum, and that's putting the Blue Jays on defensive right away.
Now this 2-3 matchup zone here, it looks like, again.
Oh, yeah, loose. Wow. Maybe the most obvious foul we've seen. Unfortunately, that's the fourth.
Santana
just chucked.
Didn't make it she wasn't trying to sneak that one by anybody. Tabor trying to get the ball in bounds, having trouble. Now gets it to Lambert. Lambert goes up and misses the bunny inside. Could have put Tabor up one.
Lambert's had two close ones here in the last couple minutes.
Yes, you had that one and the reverse one.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass by Bujai down low. Prince goes up 3 here with 20 seconds left in this quarter.
Shot, screen clock at 10.
Another inside shot this time by Smith. Barely draws iron, and McIver goes all the way up and doesn't get it to fall. And Smith gets the rebound. Oof. That'll be it. So one of the more disappointing quarters that I've seen for the Blue Jays this year. And they've had some of those, and they happen. But boy, let's hope during between third and fourth quarters we can get things figured out and go back to playing the way we were in the first half.
Well, we'll be right back. All right, Friends, Falcons up 47-44 after a dominant third quarter. They will inbounds, and we'll get started here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, dominant hardly describes it. As Barr gets it high post and just drives and scores easily with the left hand.
They've been just so aggressive offensively.
Kaufman, Veer, Hazelwood, Contreras, and Smith in the game for the Blue Jays.
See if they can find Kaufman here.
Bujai, Weiss, Glasgow, Barr, and McIver for the Falcons. And this zone has really baffled the Blue Jays, and they've just kind of, I don't want to be rude, but they've kind of lost their minds a little bit on offense, and I can't quite figure out if the zone is what's done it or if they are still trying to go inside, which is a good move, but it's got to come within the flow of the offense. And that pass is a little long for McIver. Goes out of bounds. And Schaefer checks in for Smith.
The pressure's getting into them, and then when they drop into this little 1-3-1 or whatever this is.
Yeah, it's kind of an extended 2-3. Contreras now with the ball. Tabor outscored 26-10. Kaufman for three, and it's no good. Ball's loose, pulled away by the Falcons. McIver has it, cross court to Glasgow. Over to Weiss, now Bujai, now back to McIver for three, and it's good. So everything Friends is doing right now is working, and everything Tabor's doing right now is not. 52-44 Friends. 8-point lead. This time a good drive by Hazelwood. She scores easily. I think there's a timeout by Coach Reed, and it'll be full timeout. We will take it again and have a chance to hear more from our local sponsors.
All right, Blue Jays took that timeout. Friends will bring it in here. Friends are up 6. It's got to start here for the Blue Jays. This is how they made their money in the first half, is defending.
And they are doing a good job defending right now. And Bujai just kind of flailing inside. Ball goes out of bounds. No call anywhere. Inbounds to Kaufman. He dribbles up. Gets it past half court to Contreras.
See if they go back into Schaefer and do that quick kick out again.
Hazelwood going to get a foul called on number 20, Barr, pushing Schaefer in the back, I think. Team's first foul. Barr's first foul here in this fourth quarter. Inbounds to Veer. Veer drives, now brings it back out. She'll reset. Contreras with the ball. Inside to Hazelwood, back to Contreras. Contreras goes up, floats one off the glass, and it's good. Tabor down 4, 7.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter.
There it is.
Taylor with a crossover. Good ball movement by the Falcons. Now we got to travel down on the corner.
Couple nice defensive stands here. See if Blue Jays can build off that. Have the ball down 4.
Gilbert McIver back in the game for the Falcons. Lambert, Contreras, Kaufman, Veer, and Schaefer in for the Blue Jays. Gilbert, Barr, Peeler, Weiss, and McIver in for the Falcons.
Oh.
Shot from Lambert from about 8 feet, misses everything. Peeler brings it back quickly for the Falcons. Loses it temporarily, making a pass, picks it up, gets it over to Gilbert to McIver now. Cross court to Weiss. Weiss drives in, can't get it to fall.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be a foul over the back, and I believe that's on Gilbert. That's her third. So they've got 2 post players with 3 fouls each.
They're probably okay there with 6 minutes left.
I believe so.
Second team foul, though. Keep an eye on that. That team fouls haven't been an issue tonight either way. First few quarters. Blue Jays need another productive possession here. Veer wide open. In and out.
No rebounding on the backside.
Man, a couple really good looks last 2 times. Lambert and Veer come away empty-handed.
Wide open looks. Usually those fall. McIver drives. She goes up and scores on that baseline, like you said. I think she's left-handed.
Yeah.
She's going to go that way most every time. This extended 2-3 zone has been given Tabor fits. Now Contreras will shoot the 3. No good. Lambert tries to chase it down, but Barr gets there first. So 3 times in a row we've shot balls that that normally might fall for us and haven't. Six-point lead by the Falcons. McIver's going to pull it out.
About halfway through this fourth quarter.
McIver for 3, off the mark. Lambert with the rebound. Finds Veer all the way down the court. Blocked, and a foul called by the official down on the baseline. That might have been one of those times where I would have been thinking jump stop on that layup. And jump stop layups are a thing of the past. I'm embarrassed I'm even saying it because
let the defender roll by. And
you just don't see it anymore. First free throw by Lily Veer is good. Tabor crawling back in this thing. Could get it down to 4.
Keep an eye on those fouls, too. Friends now has 3 team fouls.
Second free throw good.
Although
54-50.
Free throws haven't been always our friend.
Not always.
So, all right, see if the Blue Jays can get a stop here. Travel.
Could have a travel there by McIver.
Good job by Lambert holding her ground there.
Inbounds to Contreras. Guarded by Peeler. Smith sets a screen on Peeler at half court. Now Veer has it. Down low to Smith. Smith goes up and scores over the top of McIver. Tabor pulls to within 2 points. See if we can get a stop here and tie this thing up.
Gilbert got pulled out there on Veer, and then that opened things wide open for Smith.
Landry O'Brien checked in the game for the Blue Jays a little bit ago. We missed that, but now Lambert with the good defense gets it to Contreras.
Blue Jays responding here.
Tabor with the chance to tie or take the lead.
Coach Reed calls a play here.
Here gets it down low to Smith. Smith cut off on the baseline. Now Lambert drives. She had a layup and she stopped and hit the little 4-footer, which
I think she saw Gilbert. And
maybe. And Blue Jays, or Jaderston from Friends, calls a timeout as Peeler was driving.
30-second timeout.
And we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here, but
I think they're trying to explain. Coach Reed was able to use one of his 30-second timeouts in a way that triggered the media timeout.
Wow.
And Friends was trying to figure out why they couldn't do that as well. And so I think they're getting explained how Coach Reed already took that one for this quarter. So
Little blood on the uniform of Peyton Smith. He gets that taken care of during the timeout. That was a quick 30 seconds, and we'll be back out here in a second. But Friends will have the ball. Peeler, McIver, Barr, Gilbert, and Weiss for the Falcons. Veer, Lambert, O'Brien, Smith, and Contreras for the Blue Jays. According to what I see up there, there's one timeout left for the Blue Jays, 2 timeouts left for the Falcons. A little kind of a 1-4 set. Weiss gets it, guarded by Contreras. She drives, has her arm out extended, and Peeler with 3. First time she's shot outside tonight, in and out. That ball was halfway down, didn't go in.
I thought it was in.
54-54, new ball game here, folks, in the fourth quarter. Tabor looking to go down low to Smith, and drive by Lambert, and she scores.
Oh, it's O'Brien.
O'Brien scores off the little flash to the basket after the ball was entered into the post. Great play there by the Blue Jays.
Good help there by Smith.
Barr has it, being guarded by Lambert. She'll kick it out to Peeler. Peeler drives. She goes up off the glass, no good. Smith with the rebound.
Blue Jays up 2 with the ball. 3 minutes left here.
Contreras gets the handoff from Smith after the rebound. Now Veer in the corner. Looked like they had a chance to go back inside to Smith right there. Didn't do it. They're going to set up this play.
Shot clock at 10.
Grin stays in their zone. Now Veer has it, drives, goes up.
Yeah.
Can't score, but gets fouled.
And that's the 4th team foul.
Foul's on Gilbert. That's her 4th. That'll bring Hildebrand back into the game for Gilbert. Bujai coming in for the Falcons as well.
Blue Jays have responded on the defensive end this fourth quarter. Only 7 points for the Falcons after they scored 26 in the third.
Crazy. First free throw for Veer, just in and out. Second one's good.
Blue Jays 4 of 17 from behind the arc tonight. Just haven't been able to hit that deep ball.
Well, their success on the deep ball the other night came from driving and kicking it out, and they haven't done much of that tonight. Maybe that's because of the Friends running that 2-3.
Look at this.
Pushing down inside the post to no avail, and McIver now has it. It's going to be a kick. That'll probably reset the shot clock to 20. Unfortunately, that kick resets it. Had it down to 7.
That's all right. Those 5 Blue Jays are still out there on defense, so.
Peeler inbounds for the Falcons. McIver drives and goes all the way in and scores for the Falcons. He kind of did a hesitation, then kept going. Kick out by Smith. Cross court to Lambert. Lambert drives. Now she'll kick it out. Now stolen. Now up by Peeler and score. That'll bring the
Friends up by 1 now.
Put Friends up by 1.
1:43 left.
Lambert in the corner.
That's O'Brien.
O'Brien. Yep.
We're going to get those two eventually. Maybe by the time they're seniors. See if they can get it into Smith, which looks like they're trying to do here.
Now kick out, Veer for 3, and it's long. Smith with the rebound. He kicks it out to Contreras. That's no good. Fight for the ball. Now Smith has it. Maybe a jump ball, and it stays with the Blue Jays.
I never saw a jump there. I saw someone jump on Smith.
Good hustle there by Falcons, and that brings Gilbert back into the game for Hildebrand.
Both coaches holding on to those timeouts. 2 for Friends, 1 for the Blue Jays. 1:12.
Smith gets the ball. Somebody needs to go get it. Lambert does. Now O'Brien has it. O'Brien to Veer. Veer's going to drive. Kick out to Contreras. Contreras floater, no good. Rebound McIver. And Contreras tried to get a jump ball. Foul called.
So that's the first team foul. 53 seconds. Blue Jays just need a good stop here. No foul needed. Coach Reed holding on to that timeout, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, depending on his defense here to come through, and he probably wants that timeout to advance the ball. McIver has it, drives, now goes the other way. Now off to Gilbert. Gilbert going down low to Barr, guarded by O'Brien. He goes up and scores. And timeout is called to advance the ball.
That's a good play there from the Friends Falcons. They will isolate Barr down low. They've done that a few times this half.
Nobody dug down to help, and the shot clock was running down. Maybe should have been a dig down there to make her kick it out. But anyway, Tabor down 3, 36.8 seconds left. You going to go for 3 or 2? We'll find out when we come back.
All right, Falcons on top, 60-57. Blue Jays have the ball. No timeout, so they will need to inbound this. 36 seconds.
Into Contreras, guarded by Peeler.
And as we expected, they're in that zone.
Kaufman for 3, and it's good. Tie game, Kaylee Kaufman for 3. A long three-pointer. Friends calls a timeout right away. That ties the game at 60. What a long three-point shot by Kaufman. That thing was nothing but net.
She did not hesitate.
Man, I was watching that thing all the way, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I hope that goes in. Hazelwood checks in for the Blue Jays. Weiss for the Falcons.
I don't know.
Falcons got the timeout. They had got 1 left, and they've advanced the ball to half court.
One thing the Blue Jays
see what they do here.
One of the things the Blue Jays could do here is slow them down with these off-the-ball fouls. They have a few to play with here. I don't know.
They have a lot to play with as long as they're not fouling on the shot.
But you can bump them out here and have them have to inbound again, and so no shot clock here. The Friends Falcons can hold here. We'll see if they do that.
They may hold and go for 1 shot. Usually when you hold, you go for it with about 5 seconds left. In case you miss, you get a chance for a rebound and a putback.
McIver will have it up top, and they are going to hold here.
Here, Contreras.
There comes the screen.
Lambert, and who goes all the way in, doesn't score, throws up again, no good. And that'll do it. McIver was the one that's going to take the shot. Couldn't get it to go. Hazelwood came up with it at the end. Too much time had elapsed, so we've got overtime.
All right, we'll take a break. All right, we're going to jump here. Now, those fouls still play a big part here, right?
Absolutely.
Every foul Blue Jays will be shooting here.
Smith, Lambert, Hazelwood, Veer, and Contreras in the game for the Blue Jays. Barr, Peeler, McIver, Weiss, and Bujai for the Falcons. Hazelwood aggressively gets that tip from Smith, and here we got that extended zone again. Lambert with the ball. Off to Veer, now over to Contreras on the wing. Now Hazelwood stacks the zone, goes up and scores. So Tabor's kind of figured out how to beat this zone, and it's kind of a stacked type thing with Smith. Hazelwood getting the ball there, and was a perfect play. Now Bujai drives, she goes in and scores.
That's a really strong take.
Tie game again. Contreras brings it up for the Blue Jays. Finds Veer. Back to Contreras. She's open. She'll drive now.
Oh.
And Bujai steps in front of that pass to Hazelwood for the steal. 62-62, 4 minutes left.
Oh, man, that was almost a turnover.
Yeah. Peeler drives, finds Barr. Barr fakes, now goes up and scores with the left hand over Smith.
Really easy there.
Lambert gets it into Hazelwood, back to Lambert. Now Contreras will set the offense. Down low to Smith. Smith blocks Barr away and scores. A nice seal job by Smith down low. Only her 4th point of the night. She averages 12, I believe, or somewhere close to 12.
Nice seal and nice entry pass.
Barr drives, goes up off the glass left-handed and scores.
Whoa.
So Barr coming through again for the Falcons. She's got 25 on the night. I don't know if that's her season high or not, but she's...
And at half, she had 6.
Only had 6 at halftime. She scored a lot in the 3rd quarter. We've got a timeout. I guess it's a full timeout. I guess we should be taking it with them. We'll be back in a minute.
All right, after that timeout by the Falcons, Blue Jays will inbound. Looks like we have a full court.
Inbounds to Contreras. Now back to Hazelwood. He'll bring it up court for the Blue Jays.
They're going to trap here.
Trying to trap, couldn't do it. Alvear has it over to Contreras. Hazelwood open, gets it inside to Smith. Smith goes up and scores.
And
they call a foul on the play as well. A nice pass by Hazelwood inside to Smith.
Tie ball game, and that does put the Falcons in the bonus.
It puts the Blue Jays in the bonus, the Falcons with 5 fouls. And Smith can't convert on the free throw. Gilbert with the rebound. Quickly off to McIver. Now Gilbert over to Bujai. Now Peeler has it, guarded by Lambert. Hazelwood goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Bujai has it, off to Gilbert. Now McIver. Shot clock down to 6. Goes inside to Gilbert. She can't control it. Oh, man, I want a replay on that because that sure looked like that was out of bounds on Gilbert.
Can we do that?
And I don't know if they can do that. Do we allow that? I don't know what the replay's showing. Our monitor's not working as Hildebrand comes in for Gilbert. Do we not have the technology to do that in the KCAC? I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess. Peeler will inbounds for the Falcons. They go quite inside the bar right away. She scores off the glass. And this ball's out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Peeler. Prince goes back up by 2. Barr again, 27 points on the night as Weiss checks in for the Falcons. And looks like Gilbert coming back in for Hildebrand.
2:19. Both coaches have 1 timeout.
Tabor's in the bonus. Tabor only 1 foul this quarter. Contreras off to Lambert. Lambert back to Contreras. Tabor sets up their offense against his defense.
They're trying to start this out with Smith. Shot clock at 7.
Here in the corner, shoots and thought that was in, just a little short.
Peeler has here.
Peeler has it. She drives into the lane, kicks out to Gilbert. Now McIver.
I'm surprised. Well, now she touched it. I'm surprised Barr hasn't touched it.
Yeah, she did touch it there. It's kind of a Barr McIver show. Now they go inside to Peeler. Is that ball kicked or just off a leg?
I think it was off a leg. Shot clock at 4.
McIver goes all the way in and scores. Left her hand early enough, I believe. It's a 4-point lead with 1:15 left.
Oh, right at the buzzer. Blue Jays got to hustle here.
Down low to Smith. Smith turns, kicks it out to Hazelwood. Hazelwood in the corner to Contreras.
And we got to shoot here. Under a minute.
Shot clock down to 10. Now Veer again from the corner, and that's no good. Rebound McIver. Contreras almost snuck in there. Good foul there by Veer in the backcourt. That's only her first and slows McIver down. Tabor with 3 fouls to give, or 2 fouls to give now. Bugай in the game for the Falcons, along with Hildebrand, and for O'Brien comes in for the Blue Jays. And a foul right away by Lambert on Peeler. Weiss checking back in for the Falcons for Hildebrand. McIver driving, gets fouled by Lambert. First foul by O'Brien. Beer checks in for O'Brien. And now Lambert will foul Weiss. That'll send her to the line to shoot 2. Gilbert and Glasgow check back in for the Falcons. So a lot of substitutions here in this. Gilbert comes back out. She's in for the shooter. First free throw is off the mark by Weiss, giving the Blue Jays a little bit of life. Second one's good.
Lead is 5.
2 possessions as Gilbert checks in for Weiss. Kaufman checks in for the Blue Jays. He'll replace Hazelwood.
Blue Jays have to hustle here. They're switching everything.
Beer drives, goes all the way to the hole and fouled on the layup. Barr picks up the foul. A little bit of a, could have been like a phantom foul because Barr's saying she didn't touch her and I didn't see much. Whistle was blown and that'll send Veer to the line to get it back to within 2 points. Gilbert into McIver, foul right away. Lambert fouls McIver. It's coming down to a foul and trying to trade 3 for 2 at this point.
McIver is 70% on the year.
Glasgow checks back in for the Falcons. Each coach with 1 timeout. First free throw good by McIver, puts the Falcons up 3. As Hildebrand comes to the line, or to the scorer's table. Second free throw is also good. If nothing else, I think they sub just to stop the clock and set up their press. And that'll
move
get
it
a
up.
timeout by Coach Reed to move the ball up to half court. We will take what I might consider the last. Well, there could be another timeout yet. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in a minute.
Blue Jays down 4 at just dribbling around here.
Ball gets down to Smith. She's fouled. That's 5 on Hildebrand. Five fouls on her. She'll be replaced most likely by Gilbert. Into the game for the Blue Jays. Smith at the line, Veer, Lambert, O'Brien, and Contreras. First free throw in and out. Second free throw in and out as well. Rebounded by the Falcons. They'll get a timeout, and that is the last timeout of the evening. 10.7 seconds left. Friends up 4 with the ball. And that's a full timeout. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute. Brings the inbounds. 15 Santana inbounds. Fouled right away. McIver fouled by Hazelwood. That'll be her third. Smith checks into the game for rebounding for the Blue Jays.
While this overtime period has been disappointing, it really goes back to that third quarter. Blue Jays really had the game in hand at halftime. And
13-point lead whittled down to behind by 4 before the quarter was over. I mean, or behind by 3.
Yeah, 16-point swing.
McIver misses the front end, and she rolls the second one in, and that's a 5-point lead. Blue Jays are going to have to score 5 points with 9.3 seconds to tie this one up. Goes inside to Smith. Smith goes up and under, no contest by Gilbert. Ball's inbound at the Peeler, and that'll do it. Blue Jays go down 71-74 as the Falcons, with that big third quarter, was their season average. Didn't you say their season average was
70s? Yeah.
In the 70s, and so they got to their 74 points. Disappointing loss for the Blue Jays.
And they had, 22 at half? 23?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That third quarter was the killer for the Tabor College Blue Jays. Give credit to the Falcons for
they scored 50 points.
Coming out hot there in that third quarter.
50 points in the second half and overtime. So
that's a lot of points to put up. Anyway, stay tuned for the men's game coming up in about 30 minutes, or about 24 minutes to be exact. See you next time.